Be in your face.
John, we have connected. We are live. You are live right now. I think that you're live right now. I can't tell.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's New Guitar Thursday. I am John, here to host and be your friend for the next whatever time. We're going to talk about guitars.
John, you're a lifelong friend. You guys are all lifelong friends of ours.
We're going to talk about banjos. We're going to talk about mandolins, dobros, violins, ukuleles. We're going to talk about everything.
Really, whatever you want.
There's so many cool things, actually. I haven't got to do a New Guitar Thursday in a little while.
You haven't? And this is, just a reminder, guys, this is the last New Guitar Thursday with John, actually, also for a while, for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
John will be AWOL.
Yep.
But what's really, really cool is that we have a very, very special one. John, look behind you. Don't get too scared, though. There's a whole bunch of custom Shoppe Martins.
This is really cool. I know what these are. I've already seen them, but you guys, well, some of you may have seen some of them.
Well, if you follow the Acoustic Shoppe channel and watch our awesome live streams, then yeah.
But on top of that, there's some other cool guitars here. Some Atkin guitars are going to be unboxed today.
I brought the Atkins
some other
back.
Martin guitars that I'm pretty excited about seeing.
Those are custom Shoppe ones that have been unboxed.
Oh, so we didn't grab
the one that
we
we filmed, and then
we got some really cool straight Martin guitars that came in, like D28 with the new satin sunburst is somewhere around here. There's an HD28 again in a sunburst. I don't think it's in this room yet, but I know those came in. There's some really cool stuff. Anyway,
okay.
I'm here with Traden. Traden's running camera. Hinckley is also going to be with us. Like they said before, this is my last one for 2 weeks. I'll be on vacation, so get in all your questions. Tell us where you're watching from. Hinckley, roll call, please.
Absolutely. Top of the class. First on the leaderboard.
Commented first.
It is Robert Chesser, which is not you.
Why?
Right.
I try so hard to be first. And
Congratulations, Robert, though. You are first. And he said, hey, what do you know? I'm first. So that's correct. Clint, welcome, welcome. Janonymous, welcome. John Washburn was in here pretty early as well. Vince, who is currently enjoying his custom Shoppe Martin, I'm sure. Tress, so excited to see those Martins. I am as well. Let's see, because I was working while you guys were live streaming. I didn't really watch, honestly, that much of it. I was busy doing stuff.
Yeah, you're doing
Mark,
a
welcome, welcome. I know, I'm very professional all the time, aren't I? All right. Kelly says, hello from the Netherlands. Thank you so much for joining us, Kelly. That's amazing.
I know the Netherlands.
I love to hear
got a
stuff
message,
like
by
that.
the way, Hinckley. We may be a little bit hot on the audio.
Okay,
So,
well
just
now I
a
know. Sorry about that.
Little message came through.
Let me go ahead and turn
That's
that
all right.
down a little
I
bit
didn't
then.
mean to stop you, but
No, that's okay.
I just didn't want to blow everybody up, because then we always get some really, really nice commenter will tell us, your audio sounds like garbage. Why don't you just stop doing what you're doing, you bunch of... Anyway.
And I agree. All right, welcome in, Alex. Welcome, Rick P. Tex. Thank you so much for getting in here as well.
I'm going to put my phone over here.
And then I told you guys that we were a little delayed.
And
There's been some jokes going on as well. Jack, welcome from Southern Pennsylvania.
What kind of jokes are they telling? Are they
well,
dirty
I'm
jokes?
going to go ahead and certainly assume that this was Jason. How do you make a handkerchief dance? He's saying this on the Acoustic Shoppe account.
Yeah.
And then put a little boogie in it. Yes, thank you very much. Don, welcome, welcome. Mr. D18 is here. Please save some Martin boxes. Which ones? How many do you want? Please let me know how many, and then yes, we can leave them in the back.
Yeah. We get rid of them pretty quick. We
welcome
just don't
as well.
have room for them. So, to be honest.
Yeah,
so.
but I will save some, and then we'll keep them in the back here. Just let me know how many. Al from Durham, UK. Welcome, welcome. Dennis, in here from Mount Vernon, Illinois. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Chuck, hello as well. So many awesome people. Mike, San Antonio, Don Reed in here as well. All of them.
Didn't he
he's
get a
all
1940?
Them, so.
Am I wrong? Don get it right? 1940? Is that right?
No, I don't know.
Is it
what
not
you're
Don
thinking
Reed?
of. No.
I know Don Reed got something cool. What was that? I don't remember.
Oh my gosh, my brain. I can't remember.
I don't remember things.
But it's something cool. All right. Nonetheless, that is that. Okay. First comment, or first question that I see right off the bat, Don Curtis is asking, can you compare Honey Picks to Blue Chip?
I can't yet.
We actually don't have the Honey Picks in just yet, so we can't
They're sending us, I think, a sample pack. I'm looking forward to seeing those. I guess I'll have to do it when I get back.
Yeah.
They probably are sweet like
as
honey.
soon as, I'm sure that we'll be unboxing them next week, most likely, as soon as we get them in, of course. Herb says, sell me another great guitar. Herb, you're in the right place on the right show. All right. Go ahead, John. We need to get into these because we have so much.
We do have a lot.
Whatever you want to unbox, go ahead. I kind of brought the Atkins over as just to have.
By the way, 1940 videos are out. The Everyone Plays. I watched it last night. You guys were great. Everybody, and honestly, I had nothing to do with anybody's comments. I had my own. I didn't interfere. I didn't hear any of those. So getting to hear all those guys excited about something, I got to be honest, something that I am so proud of and spent so much time on makes me extremely excited. So,
could I ask real quick though,
yes,
John?
you may.
Instead of focusing on Atkins, we kind of need to get into the Martin customs. I mean, go ahead,
No.
show it off. I kind of brought them over here just in case, though.
All right, the LG 47. I will do that, and then I'll cut up some boxes and whatnots. This is great. Great guitar. The Hawaiian Masters here. There's a what was the third one? Oh, that bluegrass or the pre-war killer rosewood guitar. But if you're looking for a LG, LGs from Eastman are fantastic. But if you're wanting something another step up, this is incredible. Very vintage LG style. Played this yesterday. Great guitar. So I won't get into too many details unless you guys want them. So there you go. That's an LG.
Don Reed is reminding you, by the way, he got a BG52.
That's what it was. I knew it was something really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason, I'm not ignoring any of your jokes.
Yes,
I put it on the screen.
Yes, you are. All right, I'm curious about what this is. This ought to be
Herb,
cool.
and real quick, so Herb is saying, I want a real sweet-toned instrument, an OM, and also some great 1940 videos. Thank you very much, Herb.
Killer OM that's in one of these boxes.
Whoa, awesome.
I know
I'm excited
it
to
in
see
the custom shop. It is, and it sounds great too. It's gonna be hard for me. I don't have the specs on a lot of these. I guess we can open the deal and try to see what the specs are.
If you want to, yeah.
This guitar, I do know. All right, me and the VP of sales were battling for this guitar. This has the Style 60 trim, wood trim all the way around. This was brought back from a very, very old guitar, but this is an all mahogany, single O, deep body custom shop. Gorgeous burst on it. It looks great. It sounds great. All mahogany. Look at that center back strip. This is an old pattern that was used on Martin guitars in the turn of the century that they brought back for a special project. Again, custom shop, deep body double or single O. Mitchell, he was in love with this guitar, and I was like, yeah. "14th fret, but short scale, I believe." If you're wanting a bigger, small body guitar, I mean by bigger sounding, the deep body sounds fantastic. True custom shop. This is serial number 139 or 1369. We don't have these online yet because they haven't been photographed. These are just being open box. But
hopefully we'll be able to get some pictures.
we should be able to get all those. And all these customs have a custom shop, obviously, case, label, and all come with this really cool book that tells you all the cool details. Custom shops are awesome. Service records, these are kind of cool. A lot like what we did for ours, care and maintenance, all the cool stuff. You don't get this in a regular Martin guitar anymore.
Great minds.
Yeah.
Think alike. All right, I'm going to go to some more questions while you open up the next thing. So next one I saw. Can you let me know the difference between a triple O and an OM? Is it just scale length?
Yes. Well, sort of, yes.
What is your
a true triple O, Martin's triple O is 14 fret option. True triple O should have been a 12 fret short scale. OM would have been your 14 fret with a full dreadnought 25.5 inch scale length. I personally prefer the full scale length. When I go smaller body, I want the extra power. I need the extra, and that's what it was designed for. That's why they call it the orchestra model versus triple O, was it had the full scale length, bigger body, and dreadnought wasn't a thing yet by the time the OM was built. So this guitar is super cool. I just played with this all this afternoon. We filmed with it. We've been filming all week. Showed this one. This is the Toasted Burst in a 45 style body. Is that right? Or 41 style? Sorry, 41 style. Has an abalone, except this is going to be power shell all the way through, also with the inlays instead of the pearl. Those will also be power. Has the liquid metal bridge pins, toasted sunburst. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at the maple, big leaf maple back and sides. Gorgeous neck all the way through. I love the gold. Liquid metal bridge pins. This one's been specially voiced, so Jimmy Kleintop, who does the custom shop, was telling me all about this one, and it's just grand performer in a maple guitar. Listen to that sustain. Killer. Jimmy just drove the top so well using the liquid metal as well as the special voicing. They took more material away from the tone bars back here, the tone bracing, and it really is just going killer. And I love the look of that. That toasted burst is just killer.
Agreed. So, Bulldogger is saying that he might have to come down to play the pre-war Atkin. Why don't you show off that Atkin one more time, just because
all right,
it's incredible.
Great. It really
Before we
is
get into
great.
these boxes. And then Don is asking, so will Bedell ever do an OM version of the 1940?
I don't know. Maybe at some point. We have some other projects coming. The 1940, by the way, was released. If you haven't seen yet, Jeremy Shepard just released his video on it. If you guys get a chance, go to Jeremy's page, explain to him the premise of that guitar was not to copy the D18 that I own, but to capture all the sound of the D18 that I own and make it a more modern, easier, better playing guitar. But he still loved it. He was absolutely in love with that guitar. This is the D37 pre-war, the last of the Madagascar from Atkin Guitars. A really good set of Madagascar. I think this one also has an Addy top, if I remember right, as a pre-war. Killer V-shaped neck that feels great and comfortable. Can't ask for too much more out of that guitar right there. It's big.
All right, so Mike was asking for the price on the Martin. By the way, guys,
I don't
real
know.
quick, so we only know we do know the price on that specific one, the Maple Martin. It is about, it should be around 11,000.
11,900?
11,900.
Yeah, I think it was like 11,900.
Yeah, 11,921 or
it.
so, if I remember right. And I honestly only know that one because we did just review it. These ones we do not know the price of because they are currently being, received. We don't have the price of all of these, so just keep that in mind.
But I did get a big array of various different price points. Some of them in the lower price points, as well as some of the more expensive ones.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, there's a lot more questions, by the way, guys. I'm just going to go through as much as I can. Bulldogger, we'll see you around. Thanks for joining. Let's see. What do the guys at Martin think of the 1940?
They didn't see it.
About it. Yeah, no.
I have shown it to other dealers, and they all went nuts over it.
Unless you're talking about the John's D18, which they
don't even see that.
Many before. Oh yeah, I guess you didn't bring that, did you?
No,
yeah.
I didn't. There might be some future products with Martin and that guitar that we came up with while being up there, which was kind of fun.
All right, again, gonna try and just get to everything that I can. If I miss anything, just let me know. Mike is asking, does the deeper body mean more bass or just more volume?
More low end, more of everything. I mean, it's just about resonance. It's gonna just be, it moves more air, especially low end. Low end needs to move air to create bass. It's why subwoofers just move air. You feel it. So the more air it can move, the better that can be. if you can't move air, you cannot create low end. So.
All right, then Don is asking,
This one's killer.
can I use non-slotted bridge pins on my Bahia? The holes are slotted.
Say that again.
Can I use non-slotted bridge pins on my Bahia? The holes are slotted.
I think you can. I think I saw those that they are already slotted. I just don't know which ones for sure would fit, which taper.
All
I
right.
think this is the Sapele one. This one is one that my rep, Steve, is like, you got to take this guitar. So I'm going to look up the specs on this particular one.
All right.
I know they're in here somewhere. All right, yes. No, this is the Flame Mahogany one. This is different. So this is a killer guitar. It is a Flame Mahogany back and sides. It says maple binding. Spruce. What? Bracing is spruce. Black with power. The black metal bridge pins. Let's see here. Modern adhesive, metal bridge. So I think this is all. I don't see what the top is, but it must be just still that same figured mahogany. Yeah. Flamed mahogany, premium, stain, yep, bone, nut, and saddle. That's what it is. So this is in a triple O body shape, if I remember right.
It doesn't say the body shape on
Oh, it
this.
doesn't?
Yeah, because
All right.
I looked at that other
I
one.
believe this one is a triple O body shape.
All right, going on to a couple more questions that we can answer
Flame
real
mahogany.
quick. That looks
Maple
awesome
binding.
also.
Yep, absolutely.
So a quick one. So Herb, nobody has bought any of the Atkins. He was asking if anybody's bought the Atkin pre-war. All the Atkins, to my knowledge, are still available right now.
Listen to that low end. Woo! Pretty killer. Has the abalone around the rosette and the power pearl. Gorgeous guitar. All right, we'll move into the next one. I'm trying to do these fast, Hinkley, because you got me feeling under strain.
That's okay.
I feel like I'm being rushed.
It's all okay, man.
All right.
Next, when companies torify, is it usually the top or the back and sides also?
It's rare to do back and sides. The only back and sides that has been done fairly consistently with multiple brands has been Maple. And then the only company that's successfully doing it over and over right now, there's been some that have been done, is Mahogany, and that is Boucher is doing Mahogany. But that's kind of a rare thing. Most companies are not able to do that.
Yeah, 90% of the time, if it says torrified, it should just be the top.
Yep. I had somebody actually talk to me about a guitar they thought, and they told me that it was fully torrified. I said, whoever told you that was wrong, because it's rosewood and you cannot torrify rosewood. There's too many oils in there, and at those temperatures, it would literally fry and break up the piece of wood. So
Next, Jennifer is asking, do you know what the nut width will be on the Guatemala Rosewood CW inspired guitars that you
1 3/4.
1 3/4? All right.
1 3/4.
All right. Let's see. Does anyone know what liquid metal pins really are? Are they cast? What metal are they?
They are a metal, obviously cast. Probably turned into liquid at one point, I would assume. But definitely. Tweed case on a Martin. Now, I haven't seen any of these cases until now. So this is pretty interesting. All right. Martin tweed case. This is a first for me. I've not seen this happen before. This is the one. Guatemalan Rosewood OM. This guitar is incredible. I fell in love with this one immediately. So this has a couple things. It's pearl outlined snowflake pattern as well as the CF Martin logo up top. But if you look, there's a thin line of silver pearl on the outside of all of the snowflake inlays. It looks gorgeous.
Insane.
The maple binding on this is super nice. But look at that, Guatemalan Rosewood. I believe this is an Adirondack spruce top, if I remember right. I'll go through the custom specs on this as well.
Jeremy did bring up, if you've ever seen the Terminator 2, it's that type of liquid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You wanted that, was it Herb that said he wanted it?
An OM?
An OM?
Yeah.
Oh, this is sweet. I missed that whole ending.
Yeah, you did.
This might be a Swiss top. I can't remember on this particular one, but what a killer guitar, custom shop.
So, again,
Absolutely special.
Herb was asking cost. We do not know for sure, but do you have
I
any
think
type
this
of
one's
ballpark?
just over 9,
Okay.
if I remember right.
Okay. And then thank you very much, Jeremy. Jeremy mentioned that today it is my 4 years of being an employee.
4
at
years
this
of hinkery.
establishment. Yeah. So thank
right.
you guys very much for all saying thanks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The
What would we
congrats
do
and
without a
whatnots.
hinkery?
I do keep it together. How do I do it? JK.
All right, let's see what's that. Oh, I know what this is. It says on here. This is one of the special ones. There's a dreadnought and a OM built out of this. This is a special walnut guitar. These are custom shop, affordable guitars. Only people that can get these are people who have come up and done the custom shop experience. And these guitars, if I remember right, price at $39.99. Might have been $29. I don't remember. It's very affordable for a custom shop guitar. That's all I remember. We showed these
What
off.
was the scale length of the last one? Do you
That was
know
an
off the top of your
OM,
head?
so it should be, if I remember right, it's an OM. That means it's a 25.4
All right.
scale length.
And then this is an interesting question. So, what is the price difference if you order premium wood combinations without all the expensive trim?
It all depends. It just all depends on what the wood costs, everything like that. We've got guitars coming that way that are going to be a little more stripped down, but adding like Addy tops to D18s. But everything, hide glue makes a difference. The finish that they use. There's like 5 different kinds of finish that Martin guitars use. Each one of those is different, so I can't give you an exact on that. Now we can go through it. I have learned the process, and I've done a couple of them now. I've done 20 of them, so I understand the process. So we can kind of get you quotes. This is the special edition walnut back inside OM, maple bound, walnut back insides. Like I said, these are extremely affordable custom shop guitars, and from Martin, and you can't ask for too much more here. A lightweight build. Sounds fantastic. Walnut back and sides. Extremely affordable. We can look up any of these. We're doing this fast, so I know I'm not giving you all the details, so I'm giving you rough. These were either $29 or $3,900. They have a dread and an OM. We've got 4 of them, 2 of each that are coming here. So those are super special, and I'll try to get more
next.
details. If you have any questions, call the shop. They can get you all your details for any of these models.
Absolutely, and keep in mind that these should, if all goes well, these should be online tomorrow. And
Really?
Jeremy brought up a really good point that if you are wanting to go through the custom process, give us a call. John can walk you through all of that.
Yep, it's fun.
Oh yeah.
I've now got experience. I'm good at it.
Oh yeah.
Not really.
Real quick, Martin uses TKL cases, correct?
Most of them.
Most of them.
Not all of them, but yes. 99% of them are TKL cases. But they use different cases for different guitars. Like I'm seeing this one here is one of the harp tone style cases. The heavier duty vintage style cases right here. Let's see what this guitar is. Yeah, you can come on through. I'm not blocking anything. Nobody has to hide from the camera. Let's see what this is. This might be the one that Steve wanted us to have. This is a big body guitar. Is this the M Shoppe? Yeah. Look at this. So this is the one my rep was like, you can, yeah, scooch boxes, do what you need to do there, buddy. He's like, you have to get this guitar. We were iffy, but you guys all talked about it on the live stream when we were up there. It's a quilted Shoppe back and sides and all the way through, top, everything. In a Grand Performance, this is a Grand Performance also body. Has the Grover gold tuners on it. Abalone all the way around. This is the 42 style, maybe? So, yeah. Curly maple binding as well. So Steve's convinced this is going to be our first seller of the custom shop, Martin's, right here. This will be the one. So let's find out if he's right. It's absolutely gorgeous. That's all
Everybody
I can tell
buy
you.
like 4 of each of one of these, and we'll have it be a race.
Why wouldn't we?
A fun little race.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You win a guitar.
All right, I got one more. It looks like to open up.
All right.
And then we can talk about a couple. You know what? I'm not even going to open that. That's the Dreadnought Walnut. You guys get the idea. I'm not going to open that because I got a couple other things I want to talk about.
Okay.
Sorry. I may have ruined everything for you, Hinkley. Did I ruin it?
I don't care which guitar.
New hats came in. I know some of you guys talked about them. I'm going to grab a couple of those
If you
right
really
here.
want to, why not?
I do. I want to talk about these because
Go ahead.
these are killer. Brand new hats just came in. Legacy with the leather badges, $34.99. These are killer new ones, and then we have the new standard all the way through ball caps as well from Legacy, green and black available from TAS. Those are on the website. What else was I wanting to talk about? There's so many. I got a big one. A big one. These are really cool. Gold Tone came out with this year. The mini banjo, super affordable miniature banjo with a resonator. It's used as composites. Did you know about this?
Of everything in this store, I didn't think that's
You didn't think this is where I was going to go?
Yeah, no, but now I know.
All right, this is killer. I love this. And then I got some information for you from some of the brands, things that are coming in from Eastman. I got information.
I have a couple questions for you as well whenever you're done.
I can't play banjo. I'm going to quit.
That was
now.
really good.
I was doing good for 2 seconds, but super cool. These are only $349. A miniature scale banjo, good travel, good option to kind of go out with right there.
Yeah. All right. So, what's the price on it? Oh wait, you just said it. Never mind. Sorry. They probably typed it as soon as you were saying it. Okay. Lando Calrissian is asking.
Oh, he's my favorite already.
He's asking, can you compare?
That,
so Lando needs a Yamaha. Okay, can you compare the Yamaha FG5 to the LL36?
Do I have it? Do I have both of those?
Yeah, you definitely have an LL36, and I think that you have an FG5. Yeah.
Let's try. Let's see if we got it.
If not, at least compare what you can verbally.
Let's see here. LL or FG5. Where would it be? It's not here.
All right. Isn't that that? Or is that an
FS5 is here.
Oh, okay.
Did you say FG?
It's an FG, so.
I think we just sold the FG5. I do have the LL36. So let's talk about that guitar.
At
This
the
is
minimum,
full
at least.
Japanese build.
Compare the
LL36.
two.
And if it's not, we'll try to catch it on a different show.
Even better, they meant the FG9.
To this? Okay. That's the LL36, FG9. We'll go with the Rosewood version.
Makes
It has
sense.
the pickup setup in it. I think that's the only one I have right now in a Rosewood. So that'd be this guy right here.
Do you have anything new coming from Bourgeois anytime
Yes.
soon?
There's one that's here right now, a couple specialty pieces that are coming. Yes, there'll be some more coming. Man, we did a song demo today that I did a big bend. It was fun. My fingers hurt, but
You did
it was fun.
Okay. Are the LF70s coming with low action?
LF70.
So Alvarez LF70s, they coming
Yeah,
with
they come with a really, I mean, this is always a hard call because I've had people that get them and they go, that's set up too low. Then I got other people that say, that's set up too high. We put them at factory spec, what they look for out of a guitar. I personally think they may be on the little bit high of low setting, but they're definitely not a high setup guitar. Give us a call when you're purchasing. We'll try to do our best to get it closer to what you want within range. So just let us know what we
So
do.
we don't have the, so we do have the FS5 gloss, right? We can demo that?
Yeah.
All right, that's the next request.
Okay.
Let's see. Would I be able to hear the difference between light and medium strings on two guitars online? Maybe.
Maybe. For most players, probably not. It's a pretty small nuanced deal. I mean, you'd hear it. You'd hear more of what the two guitars are all about more than the string change. Small body guitar right there. All right, so let's talk about some news that I want to catch before we get out of here.
If I could, sorry, real
ahead.
quick. Elle is just asking which one this is. This is the FS5 gloss. And if I could, one more time, Jeremy is reminding you guys to like this video if you like what
Please
you
do.
see. Please, please, please.
Please
It
do.
helps us.
Is Elle on there right
The
now?
floor is for you.
Elle,
Yes, Elle
I
is here.
owe you so much of an apology. I am so sorry. I've been absolutely swamped. You can ask Hinckley.
Yeah.
I have literally had no time. I'm so far behind because I'm catching up from our last trip and trying to get ready to leave on this next trip. I'm going to try my absolute best to call you tomorrow. So please accept my apologies. We will talk about some of the guitars that you're wanting answers from. It is not you, I promise. I've mentioned it to everybody on staff. I am just so far behind. I'm trying to play catch up, so I apologize for that. Here's the deal, guys. Again, I have to give you guys
said no worries.
information. Yeah, oh, thank you. Thank you for being understanding. I have to give you information. I try to do it again, as always, without getting into the politics of it. Price changes are coming. I just got another 3 calls in the last 2 days. All of the Alvarez Yairi stuff is about to go up. Another, I think it's 5 or 8%. All the Japanese stuff, I think Japanese Yamaha is going to go up as well. There's new tariffs on those. Eastman just announced there will be an increase starting on June 1st. They have not given me information on that. Here's where it gets screwy, and I'm going to give you the information. We're trying to decide what we are going to do with it, because I know a lot of you have pre-orders, and we're trying to figure out what to do about this, but they have told me now that if it's not here in the U.S. at this very moment, it will be subject to the 2 price increases that have happened, which was the 5% back in April, the 1st of April, and now this new one is another, I'm going to assume 10-ish%, 15%, I don't know. So we're going to find out what that is.
Jeremy just
March
said
31st was, April 1st was the changeover. We didn't change over. Our price went up then. We didn't change our price until
May, yeah. Jeremy said FERC also.
FERC just announced. There you go. FERC just gave us one. There's another one that just sent me another email as well.
Was it Guild?
Guild is got. Yeah, I just got a phone call today. Yeah, and Guild is going to be doing. So we're doing our best. We're going to figure out what this means. We're going to try as much as we can to hold prices for as long as we possibly can. But be aware that these guitars have already increased on us already. We're trying to hold the prices for until they tell us we can't anymore, and that's what we did with Eastman originally. We're going to do what we can. I gotta wait to find out exactly what numbers are and exactly where things are going to be. But trust me, we're as much on your side as we possibly can be on this. That said, I was told that there are containers on the water. There are, I want to say, 7 wide nut mandolins that have been allocated to us that will be on the next shipment, but it won't be here till July. There are 4 more LSH E20s. The E1P Deluxe is finally going to make their way in here. They are on those containers. The day that they switched out and lowered the tariffs from 145% was the day that those companies all emptied. And I'm talking about Japanese imports. I'm talking about, and it gets really weird because there are a lot of American parts in Eastman's. So there's a discount rate on, like the guitars that have Adirondack spruce tops have a discounted rate in tariff from ones that have Sitka spruce tops that come out of Canada, and Indian rosewood that comes out of India, and all over the place. So they're working their hardest. I don't blame any of the companies. We're trying to figure out the best thing. Everybody's trying to figure out the best way to do this because nobody wants to raise prices, especially if they end up coming back down again, the tariffs and all that. So us especially don't want to do that. We've got too many people. You guys have trusted us, so we are going to do our very best to keep those as good as possible. Just bear with us, and I want to give you the information as we get it. So that's what I'm doing right now. This is the facts. Prices are going up. We're going to figure out how we can navigate this as much as possible and keep everybody in business. You guys don't want to pay more. We don't want you to have to pay more, but we also don't want to pay more. So, and we can't, honestly, with the margins, we can't eat a lot of these ourselves. We just don't have it. I had to pay Hinckley. No, worse yet, Traden. Oh, do you guys even know how many ramen noodles Traden eats? I don't even think he eats ramen noodles. I don't think he's more of a ramen guy. What is your snack of choice?
Bro, you go through the Pop-Tarts like nobody's business.
Yeah, there it is. Traden in the Pop-Tarts. It's got to be costing me like $600 a month.
He burns through the Pop-Tarts. Yeah,
easily $600 a month.
Jonas just burns through the Uncrustables.
My guy, I am serious, guys. Jonas,
there's no end to it.
Is on vacation right now, but I'm telling you, our food budget we stock the fridge. Everybody that works here gets lunch and snacks and all that stuff all the time for free. It's part of the deal. But I'm here to tell you, nobody takes advantage of it the way Jonas does. It's a sandwich, 7 snacks, and some sort of hot pocket or something along with it. I mean, I'm serious. It's like $25 worth of.
Wow.
And a Chef Boyardee can. I mean, it's just crazy. Anyway.
All right. Okay, going off from that tangent, thank you, John, for that
news. For my
tangents? No. Going off from that tangent, but thank you, John, for that news and informing the folks. Let's answer a couple more questions that we have. Randall is saying, I know it's New Guitar Thursday, but what is the nicest Eastman F-style mandolin that you have in the shop?
We just sold an 815
We
varnish.
did just show.
Like just happened.
Yeah.
That would have been my choice. I love the 815 varnish.
I argue that I thought that we had a couple of those. If
We
you
may
wanna
have a
check.
second one, but it's not here.
All right.
We might have a second one.
No, you're great.
Other than that, honestly, I've got more coming. We got the Mandocello that just arrived. We had a 605 that arrived. I don't know if it's made its way out
He
to
did
the
say
shop
F
yet.
style. So nicest F style Eastman that we have.
He said F style. He didn't say it couldn't be a mandola.
He did say
Look at that.
mandolin.
Oh,
Whatever.
dang it. 815 mandola. Look at that. That's gorgeous.
True.
605, not F
Correct me
style.
if I'm wrong. Is
415.
that the 415 or is it the 515?
I think this is a 415.
We had a
They're out of
515.
I think we sold out of the 515s.
right.
That's the other part about this. Things are moving super fast right now. I don't know. You have to take a look on the website. We might have another 815 varnish. I think they just pulled it down.
Or
So,
classic or something like
Yeah.
that, yeah. Dare I say,
Dare.
bourgeois F-style mandolins are, in my opinion, they are technically manufactured by Eastman. So
they also have already had a price increase. They will have
yeah.
another one. As
right.
well as the Touchstone series. I promise you will get the same
Yeah.
exact price increase that's going to be coming in. Again, they can only afford to take it. And I was told this, I found out this. Acoustic guitars are the highest tariffed of all the instruments that Eastman imports. Isn't that crazy? I don't know why. Maybe it's just because of the fact that there are parts that come from all over and they get tariffed at different rates. But the combination of an East Indian rosewood along with a Sitka spruce top, along with ebony and all those various different deals, it's tariffed at different rates, and that is the highest of all of them.
All right, last couple of questions. Do you have Santa Cruz? We do
No,
not.
we do not. I've been talking to Santa Cruz. There's a really cool project that is working right now. Guys, Santa Cruz has my original Tony Rice guitar that had some really bad work done to it, and Richard is going through it. So we're in some talks of what's going to happen with the acoustic shop in Santa Cruz. You guys know I'm a big fan. Love Richard Hoover. Love what they do out there. So as of right now, no, but we do have some really cool used Santa Cruzes in right now. I want to show you guys a cool guitar that my dad has. Me and him talked about this last night. He's got a cool guitar that's very limited called the Vintage Artist. And I know the story on this. Richard told me all about it. Super cool guitar from Santa Cruz.
All right.
Nexties. I'm going to get a
next-
sip of my Wild Cherry Pepsi Zero right here.
Do that. Okay. Rolo AH is saying, hey, I got an Alvarez LF70. Do they already, so we kind of answered this. So do they already come with a really low saddle? Action is okay, not super low.
Okay. I mean, that's the factory setup that they do. We do our due diligence to put it exactly there. Again,
So do they come with a really low saddle already?
I think it comes with a pretty darn low saddle. He says it's actually, he thinks it's high, right?
No, he's just asking if they do.
Yeah, they come with a, I would say Alvarez leans a little bit on the lower side of a standard setup. So that's pretty common for them. Whereas, some of the other companies tend up to be a little bit higher, but they know that their price point usually leans to a little bit lower setup. And yeah, that's kind of the deal. Again, here's the situation. I'm gonna call out setups. A higher setup gives you more volume, power, low end, rounded tone. It does sound more robust. Everything you do in a guitar, you take away, if you gain something, you take away from somewhere else. So playability, you take away that volume and tone. You lower the saddle, you kind of do that. If you take away the playability, then you gain the overall tone. I mean, this is a back and forth. Nothing is perfect. And I could line up 25, 30 of the greatest players in the whole world, and none of them will agree on a setup. None of them.
True.
I can promise you that.
Did the Gibson Octave Mandolin sell? Yes.
Yes, immediately.
Yes, immediately. I think it was a Mandocello, but yes. Lastly, this is the last question, then we're going to go ahead and probably call it a day.
I'm down.
Unless we got any more. So, does Eastman still make the E2000 SSV?
SSV, 82000 SSV. Yes, they do.
They do.
Yeah. You're going to start seeing a lot less of those. I did not see any. Again, let's go back to the situation with instruments. What is here right now is all that is in. Every import manufacturer stopped all of their shipments, whatever country it happened to come in, and stopped them all. The bad news, especially if it's coming over from Asia or anywhere in Europe, it now takes upwards of 2 months to get in here. So we are going to have a lull of new instruments. So those E20 or E20 LSV or LSHs, the wide nut mandolins, that's why we're talking July. We're going to see about 2 months till those instruments make their way into the United States and make it through. And that's barring no strikes at the dock workers, no log jams, none of all that kind of stuff. So what is here? If you guys find instruments, there's stuff I'm ordering, but like we're out of E10D in Sunburst. I bought a bunch of them. You guys blew through them. There are no more there. So at least till July, we won't see any. I've still got some E10Ds coming that'll make there, but there's in limited. I'm just talking about the biggest #1 sellers for Eastman. That's easy because we do so many of those. Grab, if you see it, do not wait. Otherwise, you're going to be waiting till August minimum.
Okay,
and that's if those are on those shipments.
Michael's
but I was told 9 containers. 9 full containers from Eastman. So
Michael's asking thoughts on the Gallagher G70 Slim. Do you know
G70 Slim? I don't know anything about. I know. I do know about that. I thought it was cool. It's not for me. I played it years ago when he had one in there. I get it. You're definitely lacking some power and volume and all that kind of stuff.
All right. Have we gotten any other KR strings arch top octolindas yet? No. So the only KR strings that we've gotten was from that first order.
I don't think it was an arch top anyway. I don't think they make arch tops, do they? Because I want to say that was a flat top. I have no idea.
We've only gotten in a flat top, but they're just asking if we've gotten in an arch top.
No, I don't know they make one either.
No idea. All right. That's pretty much that. You know what? Tell you what, we'll end on this one. Jerb wants to hear. Jerb, yeah. I was like, who is that?
I thought it was Jeremy with
I thought it was Jeremy too, and then that's how that's read. Okay, I want to hear the E10 0012 fret if that's possible.
0012.
Absolutely.
Ooh, we didn't talk about the Madagascars that are in here. We opened them on Monday. Cool. You guys, these are online. This E40 Madagascar Sunburst, stunning. Killer guitar. There's a standard natural as well. These are great guitars. There are no more of these, and maybe we'll see some in a few months, but these could be running out because that's where we're at.
But we will happily play the E10 0012. He does say that they won't be able to get one for a while. The tariffs are making him sad. Very, very sorry to hear about that. If it is any consolation at all.
We're sad too.
We're sad too, but also we have a whole bunch of financing stuff. I don't think that you guys realize that there is a ton of financing options that we have here.
Right now, Eastman's still doing their promotional 18 months of 0% financing. You can still do 18 months. Most everything in the shop right now is at 12 that we can do, but they're doing 18. Addy spruce top, thermal cured, mahogany back and side. Look at how gorgeous that is.
All right.
Absolutely beautiful.
It is very beautiful.
So there you go.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call this one the final question if we could real quick, because I know that Herb asked it a little bit earlier. I know. Herb asked this a little earlier. So could a Billy Strings guitar be built in a custom shop with an Addy top?
I don't think so. It wouldn't be called a Billy Strings. The way their system works, I don't think you can do that. I think you have to base it off of a standard string. Now I can get you the specs. It would not be a Billy Strings Addy top. It
wouldn't have like the logo in the middle.
You wouldn't have the logo. We could do everything that's there, but it would be for a much higher price than just doing the Adirondack spruce top add-on. Every little bit is different. So you have the tuner changeover, we'd have the nut width, we'd have the scale length, and then the Addy top So it'd be an HD28, not Billy strings, but all the specs. We can do that. And I may be wrong on this, but I'm 99% sure. No, I know I am right on this because we can't do the new 17s that they build. You can't because they don't have that as part of their spec list. You have to base it off of a certain guitar to go to the next level and change things out. So that's the situation. It'd be an HD28, but not a Billy Strings HD28. Does that make sense? All right.
You did it.
Guys, I'm out of here for 2 weeks. I am going to try to not pay attention, but I know I'm going to. You guys will probably see me on a live somewhere. I'll be putting, I guarantee you, if it's going to happen, I will be staring at the beach. And there will be at least 1, if not 6 drinks in my hand. You guys don't even know how well I'm going to just pound.
Either 1 or 6. Yeah, there's no in between.
Yeah, because there's 2 different things going on there. If it's 1, that means I'm working my way towards being able to do something else.
Towards doing 6. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
no, do something. Like I might be going somewhere, so I can't go.
Yeah,
but if I'm not going anywhere, that's 6. That's I'm done, right? You know what I'm saying, right?
Everybody else, exactly. If you see John with one of those fishbowl situations,
sipping on those, that'd be me.
So one of those. Everybody, by the way, is saying enjoy your time.
I will. It is me and my wife's 25th anniversary this year. I scheduled this trip on our 20th, which was in 2020. Shut everything down.
Yeah.
We're going to make it happen finally. In November, my wife said, we're going to do this trip that we wanted to do. So we're going to be going down, hanging out in Mexico at the beach. It's a big time. Lots of zip lines. This fat guy is going to be on a zip line.
Heck yeah.
I'm going to be doing cenotes. As part of the trip, we're going to be jumping in real, genuine cenotes off of cliffs. They've actually got it where I will jump off of. I'm doing this stuff, man. I may come back bandaged, but I'm making it happen. Yeah,
we're expecting a tan, so
it's gonna be a burn. It won't be. I'm gonna have my wife beater T-shirt right now. If you guys saw, by the way, my wife laughed at me. I have such white shoulders, and then all of a sudden it's just like red from here on from doing lawn work. Anyway, I'm gonna be out of here. You guys have the greatest team. We have a new guy that's come in here.
If you get hurt on the zip lines, can I have your guitars?
That must be Jamie?
No.
No?
It was Scott that said that.
All right, well, we'll see. I guarantee you my kids will probably figure out a way to get those handled and keep them. But anyway. Oh, I also had to say something. I want to say congratulations to my middle daughter, Ellie, today. She took... they did a special awards ceremony in the junior high. She took like 4 awards. They gave her Student of the Month. She has a 4.0, and all the teachers in her grade elected her as Student of the Year. So congratulations, Ellie. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all my kids. Kylie's doing great. She's doing. She'll be a senior next year. All my kids are just doing awesome. I'm very proud of them. But that was an extra awards thing today. Congratulations, sweetheart. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you too, Hinckley. 4 years.
Thank you. I know, right? That's crazy.
This is so awesome.
Yeah, it's a really long time.
She's rolling her eyes like, why are you talking about me? Don't talk about me. Hinckley is one of the coolest people. She does not take compliments well, in that she just kind of shrugs them off. But great workers. I have the greatest team here. I am going to miss you all for 2 weeks. Except I'm not. And I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you all so much for being with me on New Guitar Thursday. Enjoy whoever's going to be here next week. It's going to be a good time, and there'll be lots of real cool instruments. Be looking for the cool Guitars for Vets. Starting this weekend, right?
Yeah, that's true. Starting this weekend, we should really bring that up real quick. Starting this weekend.
Starting Monday?
Starting on Monday, Memorial Day, of course. Guitars for Vets is
we teamed up
partnering with
Breedlove.
We're partnering with Breedlove as well to donate some guitars. And hopefully we're going to get a lot.
If they want to donate early, the thing should be available.
So, Trayden's saying that...
Trayden can get on here for like 2 seconds because he actually worked with a lot of this.
Hey guys, it's Trayden. So you can donate online right now. We have like a little thing that you can click on in one of our products, and you can donate, 5, 10. You can even do a custom amount if you want to do $1. Every little bit helps.
Yep.
Coming this Monday, we're working with Guitars for Vets. We're going to have 3 Breedlove Guitars, really awesome guitars.
USA build
Yes.
guitars that they got for us.
they are
We worked the
gorgeous.
deal with those guys.
And they're going to be up for bidding, and 100% of the proceeds goes towards getting guitars into veterans' hands and helping those who suffer from PTSD and any other mental health, just making them better and overall healthier.
We're excited about that. So yes, join us for Guitars for Vets starting this week. It's going to go, I think, all the way through July. Is that correct? Until July?
Yeah.
So we'll be having some really cool promos. We'll talk more about it. But it starts this Memorial Day. I hope you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend. It's going to rain here, so...
Quick reminder, again, Shoppe will not be open on Monday, so don't try
will
and
not.
call us or
Well, you can.
expect that you're... Okay,
Why are you telling them they can't call? They can
Good
call.
point. Okay, try and call. Nobody will answer. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Shout out Trade-In for setting up a lot of the Guitars for Vets initiative on our website. So as he said, donate right now if you want to. Thank you guys all so much. We'll be talking much more about that in the coming weeks.
Bye, guys.
Bye, John. Everybody say bye,
Love
John.
you. Bye-bye.
Say adios, John,
Adios.
because he's going to Mexico.
That's right. Ay.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Crack 6 cold ones, wild. Okay, bye-bye.